Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Powerhouse Ideas. In this video, we are sitting on a weekend, so we will be learning a lot. I'll be discussing with you a lot of things to learn in this video. I'll be showing you some of the beautiful patterns. I'll be showing you how price remembers its history, how some of the patterns keep on forming in market regularly, what is the logic behind that, and most important, I will be discussing with you that what I discussed in the previous video and how we made a lot of money on Friday. Most of the YouTube subscribers which we have on this channel or the Telegram channel have made a lot of money. I was constantly supporting them and price actually behaved the way we analyzed. We cannot say that the way we wanted to behave. We cannot say that because market is supreme. But yes, the analysis went pretty much well and we made money on the put side on Friday. I hope all of you who watched the video made money on Friday. Now let's see what we can have on Monday and how market is expected to behave on Monday. But before that, let me tell you that how we analyzed Nifty 50 for Friday and how market behaved. I clearly told you that this red area over here is a major key level. I don't talk about support. I don't talk about resistances. I just talk about key levels. Key levels are those levels from which we get a lot of reaction on any index or any stock. So this key level was an important level, and I told if market opens gap down and creates a pattern like this, gives some rejections over here, we can immediately sit into a PE, keeping a stop loss above this area. I told you very clearly that I'm not going for CE side till the time a particular level is not broken, which I gave you in the previous video. Let me show you where I told you this in the previous video. So this is on the screen in front of you, the previous video in which I clearly stated this. You can see it over here. I mentioned that we are not taking a CE. I also mentioned the kind of move which Nifty 50 can give. And it gave us some good profit because we already planned for it. We already made all the setups for it, and it gave us a good profit. Now let us understand that how Nifty 50 can behave on Monday and also a positional view that what I am seeing in Nifty 50 and how it can behave. Alright, so it will be a very much learning video for all of you. Kindly stay with us till the end. I'll make sure that you guys learn a lot of things in this video. In the previous video, let me delete this level. In the previous video, I told you that market has given a breakdown. You can see it over here. Market gave a breakdown of this area, this area, this area in this candle. Then I said that the market tried to pull back, and if this market closes above the high of this candle, we can still expect some positivity. So if we get a follow through in the next week, we are clearly seeing this level. This level is 16,183 se leke 16,200. So right now the closing of Nifty is positive on positional point of view. Till the time this area is not broken, this area over here is not broken, till the time we are not seeing any kind of negativity on positional basis. So this is, and I also told you on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, I have been discussing this for the last 2 months, and the view is going correct. I have shown you a kind of a broadening pattern over here. All my subscribers know this already, that Nifty has been forming a kind of this pattern. This area over here is a strong price action zone, and I still see Nifty coming up to this level, but before that there are every chances that it fills this gap. But we are not worried about, we don't care about what is happening on positional grounds because we trade Nifty 50 on daily basis. And for doing that, we don't require such a big time frame. It's just for you to understand that what I see Nifty 50 doing in the next week or in the next to next week, right? So now let us go to the smaller time frame and break down this chart further and understand that what exactly is happening in Nifty. Now if you remember in the previous video on the hourly chart, I gave you an important level. I gave you a very important level. Let me highlight that level for you. And guys, this video will be full of learning, so be with me till the end. I gave you this level, I clearly remember, because and the reason for giving this level was very clear over here, that this level was working as a, you can see over here, as a resistance and then as a support. Nifty went down this level on intraday chart but was not able to close below this level. The candle which has formed on the previous trading day is somewhat like this. What does this signify? You need to understand this candle. Market opened somewhere over here. It went down, got some demand from the downside and closed above the previous key level. So what does this show? This big rejection over here, this big show over here, that we are getting some demand from the downside. The bulls are trying to keep the level on the upside. They are not letting the market go down, right? So this is what this candle does. So it is important to see the chart on daily as well, that what the market is doing. We saw a breakout. I'll tell you again that we saw a breakout of this zone over here by this candle. Market tried to sustain above this, failed 1, 2, 3, then creating an indecision. Then this level is working as a support. So right now this candle over here is a bullish candle, which shows that the market is trying to stay above, not break below major levels, and which can also be seen by the SGX Nifty movement, which we got after the Friday close, or you can say after Friday day close, we can see over there also. So SGX Nifty has closed positively, and this candle was showing that the trend in the market or the sentiments in the market, which is shown by this video, are positive, bullish. Now let us move to the analysis further. And try to break down that how Nifty 50 can behave. We will be taking like 5-10 minutes more to understand. But before that, let me show you something very interesting on the chart which I was analyzing. You can see over here that over here as well, let me highlight it. Over here as well, the market created a consolidation. It created a base over here. Same way, the market created a consolidation. It created a base over here. So these two areas are somewhat similar. Then market created a range over here, and same way market has created a range over here. Now why I am telling this? Do I mean that we can see a breakdown further as it happened over here? No, I don't mean that. I just want to tell you that market keep on making patterns which it makes in the past, in the future as well. Market makes some patterns which are not random. The Doe theory says that the market moves as per specific pattern. It is one of the major concepts of Doe theory, and the market is showing us that. So this was just to enlighten you with the new concept and to make you understand that how the market is behaving. Now let us zoom into the chart and see that what we see market behaving as. Let us draw a channel over here, which you can see. We'll be identifying two key levels, only two key levels to trade on Monday. I'll tell you the significance why. So let us first draw two channel levels. We can see that the market is respecting this area as a trend line resistance, and market is respecting this area as a trend line support, which we can easily see on the chart. Anyone can spot this, and this is the much obvious key level. Now let us identify some of the important horizontal levels as well. We will be identifying only two horizontal levels, taking it from the recent history. You can see over here this red area. Let us delete this dotted line. It is not of much importance right now. So you can see this red area has been working as a support, then as a resistance, support, then it worked on intraday basis as a resistance, wherein we booked profit, and then the market closed above this area. I'll be giving you one more very important learning which will save you from losing in the market, but at the end, kindly stay with me till the end. So now we can see that the market is creating a base like this, an important key level like this. You can draw it on your own chart. On the higher side also, Nifty is creating an important level. Let me go to the line chart to make you explain that. you can see it over here that this area over here, we will be highlighting the entire area. I'll tell you the significance. In this candle, you can see that this area over here worked as a resistance. Then this area over here worked as a resistance. Then this area over here worked as a resistance. Then again a resistance. We have two learnings over here. Resistance or support is never a single line. It is always a zone. You cannot wait for the price to come to a particular level and then take a trade. You need to identify a zone which is acting as a resistance or a support. Now you answer yourself, what if you get the price somewhere over here? Are you willing to go into a CE? Will you be going into a CE knowing that this level is working as a resistance? You will answer yourself, no, I will not be taking a CE. Now tell me one more thing. If price opens somewhere over here, are you be comfortable in taking a PE? The answer is no. You will answer yourself that I will not be taking a PE because this area was working as a support and a resistance, a very strong level, and there are chances that my stop loss gets hit and market start moving up. So how to plan for the trade? Let us analyze and complete this video in the next 5 minutes. And then at the end, I'll tell you one thing very important. Let us move to the line chart and identify. Now there can be three scenarios. First scenario can be if market opens gap up. If market opens gap up somewhere over this area, then what we are doing? We know that the market is having a trend line resistance over here and a horizontal resistance over here. If we get some of the rejections from here, from a very long time, let me show you one thing very important before moving further. Let us go to a daily chart and analyze one thing. Not to a daily chart, let us go to the hourly chart. That will show the picture very clearer. Now you can see on the chart very clearly you can see on the chart from the last 4 or 5 trading sessions, market has been opening gap up and giving us very small move. Over here the market opened gapped up and stayed sideways. Then market opened over here, gap down and recovered, again gap down, recovered, flat and sideways, then gap down, then recovered. Means whenever we are going gap down, there is some bullishness. This is very clear that the bulls are trying their best to not let the price go down. Whenever we open flat or gap up, there is a consolidation. Means the bears are trying their best to not break above this area. This is how you need to break down a chart to understand that what market is exactly doing. Now let us complete next 5 minutes and we are done with this video. Now if market opens gap up somewhere over, we know that the bears are trying their best to not let the price go up, and on the downside the bulls are trying their best to not let the price go down. If the market opens somewhere over here and we get rejections from here, just like we get in the past, we will be like to sit into a PE immediately after the breakdown of the previous swing low, maybe on a 5-minute chart. The stop loss shall be immediately above this red zone or the pattern which you identified near this red zone, right? For example, your stop loss gets hit and market closes above this red zone, you are exiting your position in a loss and shifting your position into a CE. Why I am saying this is because this area has been working as a multiple time resistance, and if it breaks after opening gap up, we will be continuing this positivity which we saw in the second half of the Friday, right? So this is the possible scenario if market opens gap up. If market opens if market opens flat and start moving upwards, I can think of taking a CE, but with the ultimate target of this resistance only. And if market closes above this, then we are obviously sitting into a CE. If market opens gap down around this area, somewhere over here, you can think of considering a CE because this area has been working as a support zone in the intraday basis. And this area will be a last hope for taking CE trades on Monday. If market closes below this, I will be turning intraday negative and I can take a CE over here with the minimum target of this trend line or you can say this low over here. So this is the analysis, and I can see a clear-cut range. If any one of you is a range trader, they can take a PE at the top and CE at the bottom. So this is also one way of trading. This level over here you can highlight on your own is an important level which is working both as a support and as a resistance. Now one thing very important which I want every one of you to understand, I also shared a photo which I have on my trading desk. If you are part of my Telegram channel, you can see that. I told you that market if found a resistance on Friday over here, we can go for a PE. Market gave us a good profit, then started recovering. Nowhere the market was break below its lows. So the trend was changing, but my bias was taking a PE, so I did not take any CE over here. But guys, you need to understand this. If market is creating this kind of pattern that is not breaking its lows anywhere, you are not taking a PE in anticipation. I agree that this level was an important level which gave us a fall. But the price came here, created a double top over here. Does not mean that price is going down again. Don't anticipate. I always say don't anticipate. Let it break the pattern which is following. It is on intraday. It's not breaking its level. If it would have broke down below this previous low, then it would have been a signal of taking a PE. One of my team members took a PE over here, seeing that it's creating a double top situation over here, but it did not break below this low, which it was not doing from the very long time on intraday basis. So this is something you need to understand. Understand the trend on intraday basis as well. Our bias was a bearish market which made us earn money. I don't change my bias during the day till the time I don't find a very bullish move or a very bearish move. I work as the plan which I do on the previous day. But still, if you find these kind of patterns forming over here, then taking a PE over here on an anticipation that a double top is formed and it will break down is something very wrong. And this is something which no trader should commit. This is the biggest mistake, to anticipate. A double top is actually a double top till the time it does not break down. If it does not break down, it's just a range. This double top did not even occur. So you need it to close below the neckline and to also break the pattern, the history it is forming in the previous day or during the same day. So you can see how beautifully market respected this. It created a low over here, somewhere over here, and got up. Then it created a low over here. Again from the same area, it went above. If you could have predicted what kind of pattern market is following, then you could have easily made money, or you could have avoided making mistakes. So this is a complete analysis for Nifty 50. I hope you guys got a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. Still, if something is not clear, there is a comment section below every video wherein you can comment your queries. I will come back to your help, answer your queries, and make you a profitable trader. For all this, I want all of you to like my videos, comment on my videos, and don't forget to subscribe this channel and share it with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till that time, take care. Bye-bye.